Welcome to DeFi Crypto Today. Our topic today is Spectrum Protocol, an update. Yeah, something new happened at Spectrum. If we look at it, oh, what's this? Audited by Halborn. You know, I love audits. So right away, the first thing I did was check the audit. So if you click on this, you end up on their GitHub page and you have the auditor's report. And it's a very interesting read. Okay, and that's why I always recommend that you check first of all that the protocol you're interested in is audited, and then you actually read the audit. You don't have to read every single line. Just look for what's important. Okay, and what's important for a stupid little farmer like me is to make sure that the protocol is safe. Okay, if I'm going to put my hard-earned money into a protocol, I want to make sure that somebody tells me that they check the code and they don't think that anything bad is going to happen. Something bad can always happen, but at least they checked and they plugged the holes and they tried to fix the code to make it look better. Okay, so let's see what happened. So, oh my God, what's this? A medium error, medium warning. Okay, and then low warning, and so on. So if we, okay, wow, there were a lot of warnings. So if we scroll down, we'll try to get to that section quickly. Okay, so the yellow part is the medium warnings. So they found one. And they had several low warnings, low risk warnings. So, this is what we want to see. Okay, so they explain, okay, this is the technical part. I'm not a programmer. The privileged addresses can be transferred without confirmation. I don't know what this means. All I know is that it's medium risk. Okay, so it's fairly likely that something bad can happen when you have a medium risk. Okay, low risk, it's the chances of something bad happening are lower, but when you got several like these, okay, it's important to look at them. So anyway, the good news is that all these issues were solved by the programming team, which is great. So whatever those mean, okay, they mean something to programmers, not to me very much. But what I like to see is that the team took care to fix the problems. Okay. The auditors said, okay, we think this is dangerous. We think that something can go wrong here. Can you fix this? And they probably will help the programmer fix the problems themselves if the programmers didn't know about the problem. Okay, so this is important. And then they had other informational issues, and they were either acknowledged or considered not applicable. Now, I'm going to talk about this for a second here. This is very, very important. Okay, this is what you want to see before you invest in any protocol. Okay, you want to know that the programming team, first of all, was smart enough to figure out, okay, yeah, we need an audit because who knows? Okay, maybe we have bugs in the code or we have issues in the code. And as it turned out, in this case, there were several issues, okay, in the code that could go wrong. Okay, and the auditing team helped the programming team fix the issues. Okay, now think about all the protocols that say, we don't need an audit. Nah, we're good. Yeah, trust us, our code's fine. Yeah, look right there, you know. See, the code is it could be fine, but how do we know? We just get the word of the programmer. Here we have an official report, public report, telling us, okay, there were issues, the issues were fixed. So we have two sets of eyes, okay? We have the programmer's eyes and we have the auditor's eyes, okay? And they both confirm that, okay, the issues were fixed, okay? That gives me a lot of confidence as a stupid little farmer, okay? Who don't know any code, okay? I mean, the code is public, okay? If I was a programmer, I could read the code, okay? And figure out, okay, if there are issues. And if I'm a hacker, I'll probably figure out how to suck the money out of the protocol. Okay? So that's what you want. You want to be able to have assurance, okay, that you don't have to just trust the word of the programmer. Okay? This is a trustless system. Okay? It's permissionless, it's trustless. You want the code to be public, number one, it is in this case, and you want the code to be audited, okay, and you want the audit to be public as well, and you want people to review the audits and tell you, okay, we think this is a good audit, we don't think it's a good audit, whatever. For me, right now, I'm not a programmer, but I'm looking at this, and that makes me happier, okay, to see that they had issues and the issues were fixed. Okay, so enough about this. Let's look at the protocol, and we saw it in a previous video that I did, but I want to talk about strategies as well. So we're on the Terra ecosystem, okay, and this auto farm gives you some really juicy APYs, okay. Right now we have over $135 million in the protocol, so you know that's not too bad. That's a decent amount, and we're getting some 200, over 200% here, 100% there, and so on. So they take advantage of a lot of different tokens that are issued by Mirror and Anchor. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we can do here. So let's say you want to get the maximum earnings. You could set up the liquidity pair here. So we click on it, and we can buy some spec tokens here using our UST. Okay. And then we can stake it here with some more UST, and we're going to get 200 and whatever % here. Okay, so, and we're going to get some stake spec tokens for this and all that jazz. Now, same with the various mirror tokens. So we have the mirror token itself, and we have the synthetics coming from mirror. So this is interesting. Let's say, for instance, we're looking at the Amazon synthetic. We could get 65% on it. Okay. So basically, let's say you like Amazon and you want to go long on Amazon. You have several choices. Okay. The most common strategy is you just buy Amazon shares on the stock exchange. Okay. That's cool. And you just wait for the price to go up, right? Or you buy synthetics and you earn 65% on it while you wait for the price of Amazon to go up. I don't know, I like to get 65% bonus while Amazon doubles in value over time, right? Well, Amazon is taking over the world, right? And you can do the same with Twitter and QQQ and Google and several other synthetic stocks. It's quite exciting, okay? because the synthetics basically they just reflect the value of the actual shares. But you don't have to go through the stock exchange, you don't have to go through a stockbroker, you don't have to pay commissions, you don't have to go make things very complicated. You just trade your UST for whatever synthetic account, synthetic asset, and you stick them here in a liquidity pair with more UST. Okay, so that's another strategy that you can use here. Okay, now let's talk about a bit more advanced strategy. Okay, that uses leverage. So now, okay, first of all, be careful. There are lots of risks in everything that I'm talking about here. Okay, so first of all, if you want to get the 250% here, don't forget that you have impermanent loss risk. Okay, and also, I mean, the SPEC token could just crash, right? And if we look at the SPEC token, it's been doing pretty well, considering since it started. No pump and dump here. It's just market fluctuations. It looks okay. It looks okay to my eye, anyway. And so those are the two main risks. Okay, the actual token that could crash also, and third risk is obviously the protocol risk. So if hackers, despite the wonderful audit, find errors, and then they say, oh my god, look at the big hole, and look, we can suck all the funds out of this thing. So that's another issue. Okay, so there's at least three risks to consider when we're doing just this simple strategy. Okay, now we're going to add a lot more risks and potentially a lot more rewards. So let's go to Anchor protocol, one of my favorite protocols. And I don't know if I made a video about this, so you might be familiar. So what do we do with Anchor? Well, the first thing we start doing with Anchor is we can borrow against some assets that are bonded in the system. So currently there are two possible assets that we can use. Possibly they'll add more later. But at the moment, we mostly have LUNA and ETH. BLUNA and ETH. Okay, BLUNA is bonded LUNA. So it's the LUNA token. You bind it in the bond section here. And once it's bounded or bound, you can provide it here as collateral that you put here. Okay, and what's nice is that you can borrow against it. So you pay 24% interest, and they give you 36% on top. Okay, to reward you for using the facilities. So basically, you're getting 12% bonus interest for borrowing. They're paying you 12% to borrow money. Find me a bank that does that. Okay, so already that's not so bad, right? So you deposit your bonded assets, either bound Ethereum or bound LUNA, okay, and you put them all together in the same collateral, and you can borrow UST against it. On the value of your borrowed UST, you earn 12%. Okay, and I'll show you what you earn actually. So to explain briefly, this is your safe limit here, 45%. Don't go over that. They consider this the danger zone. And this is your liquidation limit. Okay, once it reaches 60%, you're liquidated. So they pay back the loan. You have a penalty to pay and so on, and so you lose money. So typically I try to stay under 45%. Okay, my personal safety range is 25 to 35, depending on how volatile I feel that the market is. Right now we've been lucky because LUNA has been going up quite a bit. We look at the market for LUNA. No, this is the anchor protocol. Sorry, the LUNA is here. So back in June, July, it was only $5-6 a token, and now it's around 40. As you can see, there are very big wild fluctuations. Okay, so don't max out on your borrowings. Okay, just in case something bad happens and China bans Bitcoin again tomorrow. Okay, which they seem to be doing every other week. So I try to stay well below 45%. I try to stay, there's no point in going too low. You want to maximize your earnings, okay? So the more you borrow, the more the more you get on your 12%, okay? But the greater your risks of liquidation is as well. Just in case, like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow LUNA is going to go down to, I don't know, $20. Who knows, right? So you have to be careful. So what do? You borrow some assets here and you reinvest them at various places. So I'll show you some places. So I put a little bit here to deposit. Okay, mostly the money that I leave here, it's mostly just in case they're in the bad news and I have to pay back some of the loan in a jiffy. So I've got a little bit of money here. I can go back, I repay, and I bring it back under 45%. All right. And I'm earning a very nice 19.46%. So total, I'm earning over 30%, almost 32%, okay? Because I'm earning 12% here plus 20%. All right, so what does that have to do with Spectrum, you say? Okay, so I borrowed some assets here, some UST here, and then I can go back here and deposit it on Spectrum, for instance, and other protocols, whatever I find juicy at the moment, okay? So that is a strategy. Here I can earn 250%. So I'm already earning, I'm trying to maximize my earnings with my LUNA. So I had LUNAs and I had Ethereum. I deposit them as collateral. I earned 12% on that, on my borrowing. I can earn more by depositing what I borrow, either here, where I can get 20%, or on other protocols like Spectrum and earn an extra 250%, okay? Basically, I'm trying to maximize the utility of my LUNA and my Ethereum, okay? I'm trying to make those tokens earn money in various ways. So I start from a single investment, okay? Let's say I just have LUNA, for instance. So I have a single investment in LUNA, okay? And I can earn about 5 different ways from this, okay? Let me show you. Let's count the ways. So we earn when we borrow. Now we're at 12%. We earn when we redeposit here, and we can actually see what we earn here. We earn some anchor tokens. What I do with this, okay, is that I either take the anchor tokens themselves and I put them back on Spec. So I could deposit them here and earn 132%. If I like to keep the ANC tokens, but they've been fluctuating, the price hasn't been going anywhere special in my view. So I figured, okay, let's just swap them for UST, and then I redeposit my UST over here and earn 250% instead. Okay, so that's yet another way to earn, and it all started from Luna. Okay, I'm creating wealth here. Okay, and if the price of Luna drops, well, I can sell all these positions in a couple minutes and put them back to pay back my loan here. Okay, it's fast, takes a couple minutes. Okay, so the risk is you can manage the risk. There's a lot of risk, but you can manage them. You have to juggle these things. Okay, that's how I see it. Now, what's very interesting is that because you have all these ways to earn income from your assets, the value of your portfolio can increase quite a bit over time. Okay, not just from the value of the underlying assets that has increased considerably, thank goodness, but you also generate passive income in various ways. Okay, I consider the anchor tokens to be farm tokens. Okay, and I convert them every week into USDs that I reinvest in various protocols. So I put them in Spectrum, I put them in Terra, I put them in various Terra protocols. Okay, and I try to earn as much as possible. Okay, and I try to spread the risk as well. Okay, I don't focus all on one single protocol, just in case something bad happens. Okay. Now, what's good though is that this is a very solid protocol. It's been audited and it's been reviewed, and it's pretty solid. Okay, and there are billions of dollars on this thing. It's $4.5 billion right now, so it's a big protocol. It's very solid. Okay, so that's the foundation of this strategy. Okay, and we use Spectrum to enhance the strategy and earn additional income. Okay, to make the money grow faster. All right, so that's the strategy. Understand that there are risks at every single level. Okay, I already explained the risks, I believe. So it's not a strategy that I recommend or anything. It's just to give you ideas on what to do with your portfolio. You can say, oh, that's too complicated. Okay, I don't want to do that. I just want to get 20% income and that's it. Okay, and that's fine. You know, you could just go on Anchor here and deposit UST, earn 19.46%. That's beautiful. Okay, it's simple. You don't need to think about anything. Just deposit there, earn interest, very good interest, and that's good enough. Okay, very low risk. Okay, UST is probably one of the lowest risk stable coins on the market right now. Okay, it's very solid, and it's very decentralized. Okay, very, very decentralized compared to USDC, USDT, and even DAI. DAI is somewhat decentralized, but not as much as we would like. USDT and USDC are very centralized. Okay, UST is about as decentralized as it gets at the moment. All right, that's it for this video. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell to know when I'm posting a new video. Don't forget the free book. And if you don't want a free book, you can go on Amazon, give $5.99 to Jeff Bezos, and Jeff will send you a check for $1 later. Okay, see you next time.